We are back with Week 5. I'm Trey Seitz.
And I'm Rob Matter.
And we have the first set of bye weeks behind us.
Alright, looking back at Week 4, got a couple upset hosts here today. First game, Victor's Wildcats and Steelers Wheel. I lost by 2 points, 93-91. Top scorers, Randall Cobb for Victor, 23, and Drew Brees had 19.
Alright, next up is Fish and Chips and Three Sharks in the Water. 102-173. Three Sharks won. His top scorer is Phillip Rivers with 27 points. Fish and Chips, Steve Smith with 25.
I think Matt Asiata also had 27 as well. Lucci's winners and Supermom. Supermom pulled this one out quite handedly, 107-67. Lucci had Aaron Rodgers finally show up with a big game at a 28, and Matthew Stafford for Supermom with 25.
And Flea Flickers and Master Zaster going into this week 3-0 versus 3-0. Flea Flickers pulled the win out with 128. Her top scorer, Andrew Luck, 29 points. And I had Antonio Brown at 25. At one point during this game, she was projected to get 161. This week we're doing a new segment called That's What I'm Talking About.
This segment is about players that have not done too well this year and then showed up this week to help you win, or players that you didn't really expect to show up or ever really show up, but really helped you out to win your game this week.
The first player on this list is Reggie Wayne on Supermom's team. He had 119 yards and a touchdown, pulling her ahead for a victory this week. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of player you want on your team.
Next one is Trent Richardson, a name we haven't really talked about since the draft of last year. Helped Flea Flickers beat Master Disaster with 96 all-purpose yards and a touchdown. Gave him 15 points. His high game to this point had been 7. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Travis Kelce actually pulled out the win this week, winning by 2 points. He had 93 yards and a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about when I'm saying I need a guy to help me pull out the W.
And Matt Asiata for Three Sharks. Dude showed up this week. 3 touchdowns, 78 rushing yards, and over 20 yards receiving. In his previous 2 starts, he's had 13, not bad, and 6. But this week, a big 27 points. Now that's what I'm talking about. Alright, this week for Fantasy Football Punch to the Junk, we had 2 teams that really kind of fit the bill for this one. So we decided to award to 2 teams this week. First one team dropped their kicker, Mason Crosby, and picked up who at the time was the number 1 overall kicker, Cody Parkey, who scored 3 points to Mason Crosby's 9. And then that team went on to lose by 2 points. If you do the math, would have won by 4. So Steelers Wheel, you got the Fantasy Football Punch to the Junk.
And the second team, defense, got negative points 2 weeks in a row. This week, -8. Then they had to pick up a tight end for this week, who got injured in the first half with a concussion and only scored 6 points. Then their quarterback, Tom Brady. Yes, the name Tom Brady, so synonymous with being good at throwing the ball and making smart plays and being able to handle anything, even a shitty offensive line. He only scored 4 points. That team also had every single player on their bye week. So he should have planned a little bit better. This team was master disaster.
Congratulations, loser.
You too.
Thank you.
And here are your standings going into week 5.
In addition to that punch in the junk, that 2-point loss for me, if you look at the East Division, Steelers Wheel is now in 4th place. If I would have won that game, I would have been in 1st place in the East Division. Oh well, it's time to move on. Week 5 preview. We've played the other division. This week we start our inter-division game, so things get a little bit more important from here on out, or for the next 4 weeks anyway. For the next 3 weeks anyway. Alright, first game is Three Sharks in the Water and Steelers Wheel. Both teams at the moment are 2-2. Three Sharks at this point is projected to score 113. And I am projected to score 127.
We have the battle of the Siteses this week. It is Master Disaster versus Supermom. Projection is 112 to 117. As of right now, she's projected to beat me. We'll see what happens tomorrow with projections after the waiver wire.
What, no more Tom Brady?
Oh no, Tom Brady is going to be available on the waiver wire.
What about Carolina?
Carolina will be available on the waiver wire.
Alright, and Victor's Wildcats and Fish and Chips. At the moment, Fish and Chips is projected to score 112, and Victor's Wildcats is 99. Victor's Wildcats, after his big win last week, is 3-1. Fish and Chips still looking for that first win. We're all rooting for you, buddy.
Lucci's winners against Flea Flickers this week. Right now, projections are 89 to 102 in Felicia's favor. I believe this is the lowest projection that she has had to date yet this season. Perhaps the 0-4 team can give the 4-0 team its first loss. That's what we're all hoping for. I'm really not. Go beat him, Felicia. Bold predictions for going into week 5. Right now, everyone is 0-3. Nobody's got it right. Well, this week, I'm going to get a victory with my bold prediction. I am going with the NFC East. All the teams are going to win this week. All 4 of them. They're all playing at home. They're not all easy matchups. But I think all 4 teams are going to win.
Alright, and I'm going to go with Eddie Lacy. I think it's time for him to show up with a big game. I'm going to say he's going to have 150 all-purpose yards and at least 3 touchdowns. So, come on, Eddie. It's time to put your big boy pants on. Alright, and here's the league's prediction for this week.
Hi, this is Trevor. This is Victor. We're Victor's Wildcat. We're here for our bold predictions for week 5. I think the Bucks are gonna... Oh, fuck, we're getting attacked by a squirrel. Get the fuck out of here. I'm on the video. Get out of here. Hey, you wanna make the bold prediction? Huh? Get out of here. Get. All right. Anyway, I think the Bucks are gonna take the momentum from week 4 against the Steelers and take that upset, and we're gonna upset the Saints again this week. I think Doug Martin's gonna have a nice game, 2 touchdowns, possibly 100 yards, and look for Vincent Jackson to be in the mix again, another touchdown. So, thank you, and go Bucks.
Loser's advice for this week. Hopefully you went out and picked up everybody's players that they dropped for the bye week. Now that you played them, or didn't play them, drop them now. They are ready to go back to the waiver wire. You proved your point. You showed everybody that, hey, I rule the waiver wire.
Alright everybody, thank you for watching our video this week. There's only 2 teams on bye, the Dolphins and Oakland, so it might as well just be 1 team on bye this week. Thank you for watching. I'm Rob Mattern.
And I'm Trey Seitz. Good luck in week 5. Now everyone's got their players back. Should I go get a tie?
No, but he's a bastard for not telling me what happened.
You know your wife's folding laundry behind you.
First, I'm going to do that over because there was an awkward pause.
You both suck, you lose.
It's not easy to move my phone, okay? I have it on a Christmas tree box and an eraser
Oh yeah?
against my monitor.
Nice. It looked like it was gonna fall.
You're going to fall.
Your mom's gonna fall.
Don't say that.
You wanna look at the camera and I'll say here's the league's prediction this week.
The what?
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your party. Too sexy for your party. No way I'm disco dancing.